Liosinchaniabu, Ketchem Alea. Welcome to our Yaqui class number 3. Before we get started, I want to invite everyone to our live classes every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The Zoom link is attached. We hope to see you there. We're going to start off this week by reviewing past material, just like we did in our class. So the greeter, Liosem Chaniabu, meaning Creator help you. The proper way to respond is Liosem Chokoi, which means Creator bless you or Creator forgive you. Another way to continue in conversation is Ketchem Alea, which means are you happy? The proper response will be Ketui, which means everything is well. Another very popular greeting we're going to encounter amongst Yoeme is Haisiwa, which means what is being said. This is the equivalent to a head nod when we see another person. The proper response is Ka montiwa or Kahiwa, which means nothing is being said. Another very popular greeting is Hai Saimpani, which means how are you? How are you doing? Proper response would be Ketui, which means all is well, all is good. Other ways to respond is Tuasa Tui, which means everything is truly well. Another way, and the most simplest, is by saying Tui, which means it's all good. Another very popular greeting, and this one is basically our way to say goodbye, and I invite you to practice it amongst Yoeme or amongst relatives when you're in the phone or through text. It says Ito te vidne, which means we will see each other later. The proper way to respond, you can just say the same thing, Ito te vidne. It's a good luck charm to do so make sure you do say it. Another greeting very popular in our culture and people is Amante te bote, which means I extend or I send my greetings. Again, the proper way to respond to this is by saying Hewi, which means you acknowledge it, and then you say Amante te bote. You also extend your greetings or send your greetings to that person and their families. For Yoeme, it is also etiquette to greet people in the morning, just like we do in other languages. So a simple good morning in Yoeme is Tuitaewi, which means good morning. The response would be Hewi. You're acknowledging their greeting and you respond back Tuitaewi, which means also good morning. Just like we have a greeting for good morning, we also have a greeting for good night. In this case, it's Tuitukaria. The response would be Hewi, Tuitukaria, which again, Hewi, you're acknowledging their greeting and you're wishing them the same, to have a good night. Very simple, huh? Let's try to practice. Now we're going to introduce a couple of verbs. Some of them are old, some of them are new, but they're all very important nonetheless, as they are activities we all do every day. For example, to speak, etejo. To breathe, ya viste. To cry, wana. To sleep, coche. To ride, hiokte. To eat, hiwa. Now, let's take a quick second to review some personal pronouns, as we're going to be applying all these knowledge we know and we've been learning to do sentence structure. The word for I is inepu. The word for you is empo. The non-gender word for him, her, or they is apo. Let's practice. Let's take a look at some sentence formation before we practice, as a matter of fact. Do you remember what the word for the singular is? Hu'u or u'u. And the plural? Hume. Let's practice. Again, before we practice, let's bring in some more knowledge into the table that we were already familiar with. How about we indicate relation? Remember, in Yoeme language, things don't belong to us. They are just in relation to us, just like our relatives. The word for mine is in. The word for yours is am. And the word for his, hers, or they is Now, you ready? The moment you've been waiting for. Sentence formation. Let's give it a try. We're going to use the verb coche for sleep. In this case, we're going to say, my sister sleeps in Yaqui coche. How about your sister sleeps en Yaqui coche? How about her, his, or they, their sister sleeps a Yaqui coche? Okay, something very important is looking at making sentence formations to indicate past tense. And we do that, in this case, we're going to keep it simple. As we keep moving along, we're going to show other rules. But for now, we're going to be adding a K to the end of the verb. Example, your brother slept en Yaqui coche. My brother slept in Yaqui coche. They brother slept a Yaqui coche. Let's practice some sentences. My mom is writing yoeme and my sister is speaking yoeme. In mala yoem noke hiokte into in wai yoem noki eteho. My father is eating wakawaki and your brother is sleeping. In achai wakawaki hiwa into im sai coche. His baby is crying and I am laughing. A iliusi wana into inepoache. Let's keep practicing. We are all breathing. Itepo hiaviste. Your mother is laughing and her baby is crying. Emala ache into a iliusi wana. You are eating deer stew and I am eating beef stew. Empo masovaki hiwa into inepo wakawaki hiwa. Let's go over something very important. The yoemification, as I call it, of words and location showing yoeme presence. To make something associated with the yoeme person or to be used in the yoeme language, you just add the po or po at the end of each word. Example, to make California yoemified, you say Californiapo. Example, I live in California. Inepo Californiapo hoak. Okay, let's keep moving forward. I invite you to yoemify everything and anything. For example, I am eating at Del Taco. Inepo del taco po hiwa. Another example, you live in Sacramento. Empo Sacramento po hoak. I am speaking yoeme language through Zoom. Inepo sumpo yoem noki eteho. We have reached the end of the video. Liosem chokwe utesiavo. Thank you so much. Itote vidne. We will see each other again soon. Ne enshinake. I appreciate you very much. Itepo yoem noki eteho. Together we will speak yoeme, and together we will reclaim our ancestors' gifts. Thank you so much, and until next time.